everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel, and thank you so much for listening in the podcast. Today is Thursday, March 7, 2024. I needed to come here and tell you about this story in case you haven't heard. A mom just returning from vacationing in the Dominican Republic had a medical emergency during the flight back home here to the US, and she actually passed away. They had to make emergency landing in Turks and Caicos, and she was 41 years old. Let me tell you her name is Stephanie Smith. Suddenly died on her way home from the Dominican Republic last week. So this is so tragic. And I know a lot of the times, you say 41 years old. She was a very energetic mom, very healthy. They say that during her trip in the Dominican Republic, in the hotel, she was even like going to the gym over there a lot and all of that stuff. And then suddenly, when she finished her vacation, they're returning back home. And during the flight, she begins to get sick so much that they actually had to make, like I said, emergency landing in Turks and Caicos. So this is so tragic, and it tells you that we're so vulnerable, right? Life is so fragile, and we should just, you know, our priority in life should always be to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I'm not saying, like, I don't know if she did or not. All I'm saying that it can happen so suddenly, right? We're so fragile, and like we make all this planning and all of that stuff. We really don't know. Just like we don't know when we're gonna be born, we don't know when our last day will be. So we have to always make it a priority to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Anything can happen, right? Sometimes, I just even planning, I know a lot of people are planning vacation and all of that. Really, we really don't know what could happen. I'm not saying to live in fear, nothing like that, but I'm saying like emphasizing the fact that we should just have the main goal in our life should be always first to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Nobody, like, for her family is, if the family is devastated, obviously, and even her co-workers, which speaks about who she was. There's a co-worker who wrote saying that work would not be the same without her, and that tells you the impact you have on people around you. A lot of the times people don't come out and say it to you, but people notice, and they get used to you, and you, just by smiling to somebody, you can change somebody's day. And for a co-worker of Stephanie, to say something like that, that tells you the kind of person that she was. So it's just, it makes you, when something, you hear stories like this, it makes you look at life and you're like, wow, we are so fragile. We are so fragile, and the only moment that we have is the present moment. And we should, like I said, the main thing I will always emphasizing as a Christian, as a believer of Jesus Christ, is to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. So let me read to you more about her. There is a GoFundMe campaign, and this is why I also wanted to make this video, to create awareness and to share with you the link, so you can, if you want to help the family with funeral expenses, you can click on the link. Or if you're listening on the podcast, you can always go to GoFundMe and find her under Stephanie Smith, or come to my YouTube channel, and I will definitely be leaving the link there so you can donate. So let me just read to you briefly. The Indiana mom of two suddenly died on a flight home from the Dominican Republic. Seemed happy and healthy on vacation. Okay, recently telling a friend she wouldn't let anyone have a bad day. See, like I said, that tells you like the kind of person she is just by reading this briefly. Everything I see in videos, they had a great time, said her brother Chris. This says here, Stephanie Smith, 41 years old, and her boyfriend and another couple went on the trip. Her brother said neither he or the other family members are aware of Smith having any pre-existing conditions before she traveled down to the Caribbean on February 24th. So let me tell you, as you guys know, in case you didn't know, I am from the Dominican Republic. I was born there. And these dates, like February 24th and through like the 27th, that's like our Independence Day, February 27th. So there's a lot of celebration going on. Dominican Republic is already like they do they have a big tourism. Is I remember the president of from DR talking about how it has grown so much. I know a lot of people go there for vacationing and just have property over there just to like enjoy their time. A lot of people here from the US have moved over there, especially when the remote working from home came during the pandemic. But going to the Dominican Republic between February 24th to the 27th into like March 1st, you're gonna experience a different Dominican Republic, meaning that there's a lot of they cancel schools. It's like the Independence Day on February 27th, so there's a lot of carnivals, there's parties and things like that. So it's not the same if you go in like a September or something. That's what I'm trying to say. So they're saying that she had a great time, and she looked fine, and that tells you guys you really don't know. A lot of the times, people will judge if somebody's young and they pass and they say, "Oh, this happened because look how they were," or something like that. Really, we really don't know, right? So I'm glad that she had a great time over there and they were able to enjoy those last moments with her. Last times, take a lot of photos with her. It's just tragic, that they had this huge vacation and then this happened to them. The family is planning to send its own daughter to the Caribbean to conduct the autopsy before her body will be brought back to the United States. The brother said that when they first heard of the news, his parents could not believe that it was true, and that they felt like everything was moving in slow motion. Everybody is still in shock from the news. It's so sad. I'm seeing photos of her with her family. I'm gonna see if I can post some of them here on the video. Let me see. So yeah, her co-workers are like in a lot of pain, like I said, because of not having to work with her anymore, not having her at work anymore. And that's what I was saying earlier, how much the impact your co-workers have on you. And it could be good and bad, obviously, but obviously in this case it's a positive thing. I remember too, when I was younger, I used to work at this place, and when we would always go crazy looking at vacation calendars, because I'm like, you're not gonna be here that week? What am I gonna do? So I'm sure how this co-workers feel, and this is it's not like she's gonna come back at all. It's so sad. It says some of her co-workers are saying that it is empty and quiet. Let me see. So this is so sad. Like I said, there is a fundraising going on right now, which I'm gonna leave the link here if you wanted to help out. They're gonna do a thorough, obviously, autopsy and investigation to see what happened. I feel like there have been some cases in the past about tainted drinks and things like that coming from the Dominican Republic, specifically in these, the popular hotels over there and everything. So we'll see. I think if it was, this is just my opinion, if it was something about a tainted drink or a meal or something, she would have noticed something already by even getting on the plane. Before even getting on the plane, I think. So we'll see, I guess, when they have the report. I'm glad that the family is also bringing their own doctor to do the autopsy. So keep the family in prayers. Like I said, she had two children, and keep her family in prayers. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel and listening in the podcast. Have a good day. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, Julissadesigns, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless. Everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you want to know more about me, you can always visit www.julissadesigns.com. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.